Okay, everybody. Oh, shoot. I'm getting comfy up here. Uh, okay. Hey, patrons. Let me get a drink. I just parked. I'm up here in Chicago. Um, really not much going on. I was kind of just walking around with my glass and getting my replacement next week, so I'm pretty happy about that. But I know I've been promising like a Q&A. I know that's rude. I'm sorry. It's hot. It's like, I know it can't be right, but my thermometer up there says it's 118 degrees. I don't think it is. Let's see. Okay, class. Google. What's the temperature today? Okay, it takes a second. I have no idea why. They've been acting kind of funny. 88 degrees. So it's still warm out. I'm turning my AC on. Hope it doesn't make too much noise. But I've been promising like a Q&A thing. I got a few questions. I'll try and answer. And the best of my abilities, some of them are way beyond my my comprehension. So just kind of making a quick little video. I don't want to make it 2 gigs because it takes hours to upload. I'm just going to kind of answer a couple questions. Planning on this coming Friday being home, getting my replacement, like I said. Saturday, I'm going to have a professional YouTuber with me who has his own channel. Looking forward to that. Maybe have someone to talk to that's sitting beside me. It'll be at the house. Uh, Maybe drink a couple beers and talk about what he's doing. He runs a video game kind of channel that I'm actually not sure what it is yet. He just started a new one, and kind of looking forward to see what he comes up with. Um, I know he does like a lot of Call of Duty, the normal Twitch type video game reviews and stuff like that. So I don't know if he does mobile too much or if he's planning on it, but I'll introduce you Saturday. Um, Gonna go ahead and do that, and then in the afternoon maybe go to Disney and eat dinner, and I'll shoot some video around there. If anybody wants to see anything special at any of the theme parks, let me know. I'll go ahead and go to wherever y'all need me to and shoot a quick video there. Anyway, before this runs on, because I don't edit, obviously, everything's live. So I'm going to go ahead and start with one question. Haven't really read them yet. I read a couple of one of the Google Glass Explorer's questions. Oh, shit. See, did you see? Oh, shit, hold on. So what happens when you don't have an external mic? And let me flip this back around. And let's go this way. That was a mistake. But I'm using a wired mic right now. And I talk with my hands sometimes and yank. There it comes. I'll just set it down. You should be able to hear me. But what just happened? What was I just doing? What activated this? I must have said okay, Google. Obviously, because it activated. What was I saying? I don't know if he's going to do mobile video games reviews or something like that. I'll find out more Saturday. It'll just be nice to have someone else to talk to instead of hoping that someone's hearing me here and paying it or watching um, and pretending this is a person or people. But anyway, all right. So let's go to the first question. Uh, I should probably hold off on this till Saturday. That way, I'll ask more questions, or I'll get more questions before the weekend, and that way, if this sounds stupid, but it'll be a lot easier to bounce the questions off someone else and get their thoughts. But anyway, the first question is about me, I guess. So it's from Josh Jett. He lives in Gainesville. He's a Google Glass Explorer. I met him once at a glass meetup at Disney for Star Wars weekend. Really nice guy. Had a great daughter. she was dressed up like Princess Leia, and she was really cute. She actually looked like Princess Leia. Uh, Great, yeah, it was a great costume. I wish adults were allowed to dress up more at the theme parks, especially during Halloween. I mean, I understand why they don't, because you could be confused with one of the characters or some at the park, and all chaos could pursue. Anyway, so Josh asked, "What is your most memorable glass demo?" Question one: most memorable glass demo. Uh, there's been quite a few. Uh, Not really Star Wars Weekend. Those were, I actually learned how to give demos at the Star Wars Weekend by watching like Kimberly Graham and Keith Barrett and those people, because they had glass longer than I have, and Kimberly is just like fantastic at doing demos. She has two pair of glasses, I believe, and she'll hand out one pair and wear hers, and she does a thing where she'll start the camera up and then hand it to the people so they can kind of see, because for a while their glass was kind of acting funny throughout the update process, and I got a lot of my ideas from them watching them and seeing their videos and how they do it also online. My most memorable was at Disney, as a matter of fact. uh, I was at Epcot, and at the Japanese steakhouse restaurant on the far side of the lake. And my waitress has been in America for like 4 months. And when she was teaching me how to eat sushi and stuff, she was a really great waitress. I never eaten sushi before. She pointed over at the table where I took my glasses off and they were on the table. And she asked me in that cute little Japanese way, they can't pronounce the words like we do. And she's pronounced Google kind of funny. And I remember that. I can't say it like she did. But giving her a demo was really awesome during my lunch. She was really enthusiastic about it. I see a lot of reports from around the world about technology like that, and she's on a college exchange program. She said she's never seen nothing like that in Tokyo, so that was kind of fun. Another one on Epcot. I know I go to Disney a lot. At the American part of Epcot, the, I was about 45 minutes early before the show, and the Disney employees that just kind of talk to you when you go in before you walk around in the waiting area. I gave a really good demo to about three of those, and they were handing them to each other and shooting video of each other, and I posted most of those. And really great. That's probably my most favorite day giving demos. Um, a lot of times people don't want the demos. They just walk up and they fist bump you, especially the younger, like 17, 18-year-old, 16-year-old kids. You're walking around the Magic Kingdom or Universal Studios or something. Uh, they notice them and they just walk by and go, "Hey, Google Glass," and then they put out their fist for a fist bump as they walk by. I don't know. It's just a lot of cool things like that. But yeah, definitely, I would say the Japanese steakhouse at Epcot was probably my most memorable because it lasted a good 45 minutes. And while I was also being taught the proper way to mix wasabi with the sauce and everything, and how to properly use chopsticks and eat the sushi. So that was fun, and I videotaped most of that, though, because of the camera angle. I'm sitting down eating, but the camera's shooting this way and not actually looking at the food. But it was a fun demo. Another question. Uh, Josh Jett, another one. I'll answer two of his real fast. What is your favorite memory that glass has helped capture? Uh, wow, that's another good question. Another Last year's Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios. me and my son stayed at the hotel at the Lowe's at the Royal Pacific at Universal, and for 3 days. It, we went to the putt putt golf course, went to Pat O'Brien's drinking, and then ended up at back at Margaritaville. And my son, for the first time ever, I seen him drink too much, and he came walking out of Margaritaville, staggering. And security from Margaritaville came up and said, "We're sorry, but you guys are going to have to go." And I got my, I was, I can hold my alcohol uh, better than a 26-year-old kid can, I guess. And but that was kind of a bonding moment for me and my son. We didn't get evicted out of the park or nothing. You know, they just said, "You guys should go get some coffee at the hotel, then come back." You know, but I got that all on video. And another one, my stepdaughter just had a baby Noah. I'm not posting pictures of him up because I don't know if they want to. I'll let them do that. Um, I was out here on the road for the last 2 months. I went home for one day, and they came over and brought the baby, and I actually was able to hold it. And when you're holding the baby, you can look down and take a picture with Google Glass, and I got a couple of those. I think I posted one of those. That's pretty memorable, and that picture's gonna be part of a collage, a family collage, and I mean, I couldn't just hold the baby and take a picture with the camera like this. It would kind of look weird. This way here, I got the baby holding it right through glass, and that was pretty memorable. I like that. Go back to the question. That okay? Well, that I would say my stepdaughter's baby is probably right up there as a most memorable moment, as seeing my son drunk for the first time, and the way he walked. Yeah, it's all over City Walk. Uh, Gotta love Universal Studios. Let me have a quick drink here while I go through the questions. All right, these ones here are going to be kind of hard. Chris Kitchen here, he's kind of a brilliant guy, and he has some questions that I don't think Einstein could answer. Um, why do I remember the future and the past? Um, why do you remember the future and the past? Well, let me Google that. No, why do I remember the future and the past? There's probably an answer in there somewhere. Uh, you stumped me, Chris. You stumped me. It's not hard to do. You got another question here. Why doesn't anyone understand that for anything to exist, something must be observed? Is that the end? The whole question? Hold on. That might be a good one. Why doesn't anyone understand that for anything to exist, something must be observed? Someone must observe it. No. Actually, during that Bill Nye, the science guy, and the guy that started the museum for for the creationist or whatever, during that debate, that was brought up a little bit, and I'm not. I don't believe you have to have observational science. I don't think. I mean, forensics. You don't have to be there to see the crime being committed. You can actually solve the crime after the crime was committed through forensic science and everything. You don't have to observe it as it happened. Uh, Hold on, what was the question again before it went over my head? Why doesn't anyone understand that for anything to exist, something must observe it? No, a crime could exist. No one had to be there to observe it, but through science, I mean, we can come to a conclusion of exactly what happened. I think crime is the easiest way to explain it because, well, no, let's go through nature. Yosemite Valley and the glaciers and rain and water that formed it. We know how it was formed, but we didn't have to visually see it happening over time. I mean, it just didn't happen, and it 6,000 years ago, if you believe in the Bible, when God just boom, there's the earth. Um, well, that couldn't happen because that happened millions and millions of years ago. So the earth obviously is over 6,000 years old. Um, but through science, we can sit there and we know how some created. We know how the Grand Canyon was formed. We could see the layers of sediment with the different life species. We didn't have to actually be there to see it being created. You can tell how you could tell what different species and the different layers from the fossils. So I'll let everyone make up their own opinion on that. That's not a good question. I mean, I'm not smart enough to figure it out anyway. How small of a star is too small? Uh, Depends. Hollywood stars or stars up in the sky. Uh, Too small of a star? Me. Too small. But I did get recognized the other day, again, yesterday, as a matter of fact, in Iowa, of all places. So I've been recognized in Dallas, Texas, uh, Lafayette, Louisiana, Atlanta, Georgia, and now Council Bluffs, Iowa. Uh, but I mean, I'm not the Beatles running around down the street trying to avoid fans, you know. So, how small of a star is too small? Me. Uh, I really don't want to get big. I don't want to become a star. Um, why is Earth the only planet that emits light? What? How do we know that Earth is the only planet that emits light? I don't get that one. What happens if a man goes the speed of light and looks at all irritations of himself and decides to make the same choice across all irritations? What impact would it have on the multi-universe? What if there is no multi-universe? What if all this time travel stuff isn't real? What if you do travel the speed of light? Is there any guarantee in time travel? I don't know. And what do I think of stuff like this? I think it's all over my head. I'm not that deep of a thinker. I hold a steering wheel all day and try and come up with catchy phrases to put on T-shirts, and that might actually sell. And try and figure out who out there in the internet world I can trust to give money to donate to certain causes. Uh, I really don't think about this stuff too much. My life has been kind of like a traveling vacation. Um, let's see if there's any other questions here. Uh, blah blah blah. Come on. It looks like that's about it for right now. Hopefully I get some normal questions that I could actually answer. Like, do I, after seeing Guardians of the Galaxy, do I think that that character is and Han Solo are basically the same? Yeah. That'd be a fun question. That was a pretty good movie, by the way. And I finally I downloaded the new Captain America, which was great compared to the original one. I think this was a better standalone movie, a standalone superhero hero movie. Would love to see an Incredible Hulk movie um, before the next Avengers, but that's not going to happen because at the end of this Captain America, it says Captain America will be back in the Avengers something. I forget what the name of it was, but so I guess that's coming soon. Really looking forward to it, and Guardians of the Galaxy will be back soon too. And I didn't understand the Howard the Duck was if you watch it at the, you know how Marvel always puts a little teaser at the end of the credits, and the Collector was down there, which is freaking me out because Thor handed him the Tazaract to take care of in that last movie, and now in Guardians of the Galaxy they gave him that thing, and that whole building blew up. And at the end of the credits, he's down there licking his wounds, and then Howard the Duck is talking to him. What's Howard the Duck doing there? I didn't get that. Uh, I'm just I started getting into the Marvel universe. I would say right when the Sam Raimi created the first Spider-Mans. I kind of like to see Spider-Man get in there. I just don't think Universal's going to release that part of Marvel over to Disney. Well, it'll happen eventually. They did it in Warner Brothers did it with them in Roger Rabbit. So yeah, I guess it could happen. And I don't know where they're going to go with it. I'm curious if with the acquisition of Marvel and the acquisition of the Star Wars saga, which one's going to be most profitable for Disney? I mean, I'm kind of guessing Marvel would, because they do the Avengers, and then each character has their own spin-off movies, and then, you know, they'll have 2 or 3 of those a year, and then every other year they'll come back with a new Avengers movie and bring them all back together. And so with the Avengers movie, and then all the little spin-offs like Thor and Iron Man and Captain America and stuff, they're making a lot of money there, and merchandise. Star Wars, now they could do the same thing with Star Wars. It'd be kind of cool if I was thinking of this during Guardians of the Galaxy, with the main character there. Why could, you know, if they did a Han Solo movie, you know, where him, you know, before he, you know, got involved with everybody, when you know, his adventures, that would be kind of cool. I know Star Wars fans probably think it's a stupid idea, but I picked up a lot of Han Solo stuff from Guardians of the Galaxy, and it gave me ideas. But I'm going to go ahead and shut this. I got some work to do. I started making a couple new t-shirt prints. I got some female exercise shirts for women that wear Google, are part of the Glass family. Not too bad priced from, I mean, I've seen clothing like that for $49 before at normal malls. So I think that's a good price for what the clothing looks like. A lot of the other stuff that I put up there, I think is overpriced. I just can't control the price. So if you go to www.glash apostrophe, or it's not a hash, I don't know what the minus sign is, but glassgeek.com, and when you go to accessories, you can check out the coffee cups and the shirts and stuff like that. I don't control the cost of that. I only get 5% profit for everything. So you figure you sell a $19 shirt, I'm only making 70 something cents off of it or something. But every time you guys buy a shirt or a coffee cup, it adds up, you know, and then I take that money and I send it to another Glass Explorer up in Washington, D.C., who in turn donates it to different charities. Like right now he's doing breast cancer. Him and his wife are doing the breast cancer charity. And I just sent off $10 the other day. I know $10 doesn't sound like much, but the more and more stuff sells, it should help out a lot. But I'm doing that. For my Patreons, the 30th is coming up. So what's the date today? I'm getting, you know, while I'm looking for the date, you know what I don't like about these new watches is the Google Now cards cover the face. I would like to be able to, if I want to see the watch and the watch face, it would be kind of nice if when you want to check your messages, you could just drag to the right and your Google Now cards would pop up. Kind of like Google Now Launcher on your phone. You have to go all the way to the right to pull up Google Now. It would be nice instead of just doing, how many times I saw that was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Took 9 swipes just now just to get to my clock. But today is August 24th. I think there's what 30 days this month. Um, Around the 30th, I might be contacting my patrons real fast to get their mailing address and sizes, because I might be sending off a T-shirt or something else. You know, I'm not sure what yet. I'm thinking I'm having to sneeze right now. As a matter, it's coming. It's coming. But no, it went away. I'm thinking about sending off a shirt to people that are supporting me. Uh, so keep an eye out for an email or a text message from me, or a message on the Patreon page, um, because you guys have been supporting me, and I want to say thank you. I'm going to go ahead and end this, and I'm looking to post a new video Saturday with kind of a sidekick, and see how a real professional does it, because I have a lot to learn. Uh, I'm going to go ahead and sign off and let you guys go. Finish your weekend. Thanks for putting up with me in this video, as long and boring as it is. Um, Q&A really didn't go well. Hopefully I'll get better questions next time. Not that those were bad, it's just I'm not great at answering them. Um, so I'm signing off from, where am I at right now? I'm in Chicago, Illinois. Signing off from Chicago, Illinois. We'll talk to you all later.